Welcome to the Kool, the Kareem Matthews podcast. I'm Kareem Matthews here with my boy, my Ramley, my ace, point guard extraordinaire, girl dad, world traveler, fake ass DJ, Mr. Rodney Lusian.
How you doing, man?
Shit, chilling, man, chilling. It's been a minute that we've been on this platform, but shit, it's been so much going on, man. It's crazy because we not even on our normal day. You know what I'm saying? We switched the days up this week. We on a Wednesday, but tomorrow's Thursday, and the last two Thursdays have just been, you know what I'm saying? We had a historic back-to-back Thursday, to say the least. You know what I mean? Like we haven't podcasted since then, but it's like either one of those Thursdays could have been their own episode or a two-part episode. You know what I'm saying? Like if we had just been doing that first Thursday with the Niners, we could have done that for two, you know what I mean? And then we followed it up with the Dodger Thursday in the closeout game against the Phillies, which you know what I'm saying is I don't even know what tomorrow could possibly bring. Like it's I don't see nothing that could happen tomorrow that could match either one of the last two Thursdays. And the crazy part is we was there for both.
Right.
Like we could have been watching both or either one of those on TV and been like these last two Thursdays been epic. You know what I'm saying? But we just so happened to stumble into both of them live. You know what I mean? Like I literally hadn't recovered from the Ram game. Like I literally still had no voice from that game. And then we go to the Dodger closeout game against the Phillies, which was a classic. It wasn't like they just closed it out like, oh, we beat them 9-3, you know what I'm saying? Yay, we going. It was with the 13, 12, how many innings?
At least 11. I want to, yeah, at least 11. Could have been 12.
I mean, until that Mariner game, that Mariner Detroit game recently that went damn near three, you know what I'm saying, 15, 16. That was the longest postseason Dodger game I can remember.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't, again, fact check me. It may have been a longer one, but I've been watching Dodger playoff baseball for a long time.
There was a longer one, and I only know it because I was looking up the last time we played the Brewers because we went to a game when we played the Brewers the last time in the league championship series.
Right. I remember
And
that.
I was looking it up, and it was 2018, and
Uh,
we went to, we beat them. I don't think we went to a game that would have been a closeout game,
no, hell
but
no.
it was a game that I think could have put us up 3-1 maybe or something.
Mm,
We ended up losing that game, but anyway, that was the year we played Boston in the series.
mm,
There was a game in the World Series that went like 14 or 15 innings.
mm. Okay.
I don't remember. We won the game too. That might have been the game. We was already down 2-0, I want to say.
Mm. That's crazy because I feel like I remember when we have abnormal pitching shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when starters got to come out the pen, and that's why I'm like, we never had to do this. Like Roki went 3 innings. You know what I'm saying? Our closer went
Three
3 innings.
perfect.
Huh?
Three
Right, right. Like
perfect.
that's some 80 shit. That's like what Mike Marshall used to do. You know what I'm saying? Like the closers back then used to come in and pitch innings like that. But I don't, I man, I don't. It was a lot of shit where I was like, dude, I don't remember us being like this. You know what I mean? Like that game, man, that was a crazy ass game. And then the way it ended, like I literally didn't even see dude hit the ball. You know what I'm saying? I just looked up. Well, try to pick up the ball. I just looked up and saw the ball going over the catcher's head, and the crowd was going wild. And once the crowd started going wild, it was like it was no turning it back. He was
Right.
no trying to figure out what happened. It was like, nigga, you just in it now. You know what
Just
I'm saying?
ride this wave.
Right, right. It wasn't until it calmed down for a minute. And then it's funny because like you told me or someone told me what happened, and I still didn't really get it. And every time the replay came on for the next 2 or 3 times, I missed it. Like for the next 2 or 3 replays, all I still would see was the ball going over the catcher's head. I was like, but how did it get like that? And I don't think it was finally till I got home that I actually saw the play. And I was like, oh. And then like that whole next day, we was breaking it down. Like you literally text me first thing in the morning the picture of him, how much time he had to go to first. You know what I'm saying? How slow Potheads was to the play, to what he was about to do. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, if he could see this picture, he gonna
Oh,
be so
he's seen it.
right, right, right. But I'm saying when it was happening,
All right.
like if in his mind he could have paused it right here and just looked at his options, you know what I'm saying? He would have never made that throw. And then the catcher was pointing. The catcher was like, don't throw it to me. No, go there. You know what I'm saying? Man, like, that's one of them plays he ain't never gonna forget. And it's like, Bill Buckner is never gonna forget his either. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't make a play. You know what I'm saying? It was a play to be made that he couldn't make. This dude made the wrong play. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's worse. Like, yeah, I should have made that play and I didn't, and I'm mad that I didn't. But you made the play. You know what I'm saying? You had the ball. You chose the wrong thing. That's the part that's going. It was no other option for Bill Buckner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was no B. Like, you just missed it, nigga. Like, it wasn't like I picked it up and you know what I'm saying? Dude had a choice. And the other choice was so much better. You know what I'm saying? It was like the choice you took was like the slit your throat choice. Like, I mean, and again, even if he had made a good throw, it was 50-50 at best.
Right.
Because they interviewed Kim. It was Kim that scored, right? And he was saying why he didn't slide. Because they was asking him why you didn't slide. Because usually you're supposed to slide in the home. And he was saying because it was a forced play and he was gonna get home faster if he ran through. You know what I'm saying? Because they brought that up on that tail play.
Right. In
And
game
that
one.
crazy, yeah, that crazy shit that just happened because he slid. And it was like Kim just said on the tag play at home, you run through it because tail shit was a tag play. You know what I'm saying? There's like, nigga, if you had just ran through instead of slid, you would have been safe anyway. You know what I mean? Even though you should have tagged.
Right.
But nah, it's been so much shit in this baseball that you've never seen before in these last 2 weeks or so. It's been crazy. And it's crazy because I was saying I didn't think we was gonna win because we didn't have a bullpen. Like I had no confidence in us going to the World Series this year. I mean, a few episodes back, you know what I'm saying? And you was like, nah, Roki, Sheehan, and Kershaw. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember you saying that, and I was like, dude, that's asking a lot. That's asking three niggas who've never pitched out the bullpen to now be our bullpen. Like, I was like, hell no. I was like, even if one, maybe one of them can make that adjustment, but all three? And man, do I have to eat my words? Because I mean, 2 out of 3, but the right 2 out of 3. You know what I'm saying? If any of the 2 out of 3, you didn't want one of them to be Kershaw. Like if Kershaw adapted to the bullpen, we bring him in, he's still throwing 90.
Right.
Maybe. You know what I'm saying? The two that did adjust was Roki and Sheehan, and the one that you really, the wild of the wildest cards was Roki. because we had seen Sheehan out the pen, so we knew kind of what he could do. Roki was the one that we didn't have no like that could be what he turned out to be. You know what I'm saying? Roki is like hitting 7 or a blackjack. Like I didn't believe that that was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Because he had never pitched out the bullpen. He's wild. Like even like Fred Rogan was like, oh, I would never bring Roki in out the pen because he's just not consistent enough. Like you never know what you're gonna get from game to game. And at the time, that made sense. I mean, he had never shown you this. So for
Right.
you to think this could happen with is like, you know what I mean? Because I was like, hell no. But man, has he proven us wrong? Like, and he literally only got like a 2-game audition in the regular season, and none of them was save opportunities. Like
Right.
one of them was a blowout game against the Rockies, and then I think against the Diamondbacks they brought him in a little later in the game, but it still was like not a high leverage situation. It was just maybe in the 7th, 8th, or ninth. You know what I'm saying? And his shit just looked electric in both of those starts. And they was like, you the closer for the playoffs. You got the job. You know what I'm saying? And man, has he handled it? Like, I feel like last night or 2 nights ago was the first time we showed a little kink in his armor. And I feel like that was because of that 3-inning save or that 3-inning appearance. I don't even think he got the save, but I feel like that was that 3-inning appearance that's like is rearing his head. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm.
that game against Milwaukee, I feel like his first pitch was 100, and then after that, his velocity just dipped and his control. I don't think he threw 100 only that one time.
Mm.
And he usually consistently 100 and sometimes 101, 102. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't have no control of his other shit. So that made me a little bit nervous. I hope he can bounce back, but he got us here.
Right.
And, and I feel like at this point, we got to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We 6 wins away, and I feel like we played the toughest team. We got past Philly. Like, Milwaukee and then whoever come out the AL, I respect them, you know what I'm saying? But Philly was a squad. They had 4, I mean, we got 4 aces. They got 4, at least 3 aces and a couple kings. You know what I'm saying? And they all left-handed, which nullifies Shohei. And then they got Schwarber and Bright. I mean, they 1, 2, 3. I'm not saying it's better, but it rivals our 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? They got a massive closer. Like no one else matches up with us like them. No one else got no 1, 2, 3 like that. That's left. You know what I'm saying? No one else got no starting rotation like that. So I feel like from here on out, we got to finish the job. You know what I'm saying? With Roki or not, I'm hoping Roki ain't broke. I'm like, damn, we broke Roki already. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping he ain't broke, but even if he is, at this point, we still got to finish it out.
Right. Nah, I feel like just like we talked with the Rams, how Blake started running hard and that got Kyron
Mm.
running hard. Like I feel like Roki has reset the whole bullpen. Like trying and throwing 95, 96 last night. I'm like, or was that last night?
Yeah, nah. Or
Or that
two night, no,
was
two, no,
on Monday.
yeah, 2 nights ago.
But it's like, damn, okay. Like I felt like that's not what he was trying to do prior to Sasaki being like, all right, man, like let me show y'all how this is done. And then they was like Milwaukee's probably the one team that is kind of tailor made to frustrate Roki because they're not
Mm,
gonna chase
mm,
and he ain't gonna necessarily pound the zone. Like he swing and miss, but he ain't necessarily in the zone swing and miss.
right.
So they just sitting back. I don't know if he was walking dudes.
Nah,
Like,
he was. He
you know,
walked at least 2.
they force him into the zone. They're like, nah, Roki, it's 3-1. Like, if you're not gonna throw me a strike, I'm gonna walk to down to first base. And Roki's like, okay, here you go, hit it.
Right.
and one dude did. Because
Nah, he gave up one hit and I think two walks.
okay,
And that's how the bases got loaded.
because they was like Philly was swing and miss. Like Philly's trying to do damage. Like Philly's
And
not. They
I'm
not
trying to hit that.
right.
I want to hit that. Well, Milwaukee is like, I'll walk on that.
Right. Right. So, and then I think that's what made Trinan effective because
Mm.
they trying to come in and they're like, okay, we know he gonna be in the zone. Like we swinging on him and his shit is
It's
gonna
not
be
100.
right. And then all of a sudden he throwing high heat and they swinging or shit. Even the one he could have got hit by the pitch
Right. That was the one.
and
That was
danced
another.
away
Huh?
and said and he danced out the way.
Right. He would have, the run would have scored.
Yeah, it was bases loaded.
Right. Nah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's another one of them moments where you have a decision to make. You know what I'm saying? Like a split second decision. And again, I feel like he made the wrong one. Because they was asking like who on the Dodgers would have stayed in front of that. You know what I'm saying? And the first person they said was Muncy. Like Muncy be trying to put his foot in the shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nah, I mean, it's crazy because all these moments been making me like think about. I think I text this to you too. Like that's why you practice. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what practice is for. Like sometimes you wonder why the fuck are we practicing all the goddamn time? So when you in those moments, you know what I'm saying, you make the right decision and not the ones that these niggas been making because you've been practicing this shit so much. Like all these scenarios come up. If this happened, what do you do? If this happened, what you gonna do? Like every day, you know what I'm saying? You bringing that, you thinking about that. So when because eventually it is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It's funny because in that marathon game, the Seattle Detroit game, that's what it was. Yeah, because Flaherty and them got in.
Mm.
Flaherty got in, and then Canley. They scored off Canley. Remember we used to have him with the big calves that all he throw is change ups? Detroit had all our dudes. McKinstry, he used to be with us. We might have, nah, we didn't trade him for Flaherty. They got him before Flaherty. But the dude we traded for Flaherty was starting for them at short.
Mm.
A big dude, you know what I'm saying? Like a fake Seager. That's who we gave them for Flaherty. And then they got McKinstry from us a couple years before that. McKinstry was their only all-star.
Right.
But nah, I brought that up to say after that game, they interviewed one of the dudes from Seattle, and he's not even like one of their main dudes. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't even really speak English. He was like speaking. He's Dominican, so like he was kind of speaking Spanish, and it was like a broken English. But basically, he was like, "We just stayed together." He said, "We knew our moment was gonna come." You know what I'm saying? He was like, as long as this game went, eventually our moment was gonna come. And we just had to be ready for it. Because he was like the dude that got the winning hit. And you know what I'm saying? He just like a fringe player. And I was like, man, like if they fringe players is thinking like that, they own. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes the main dudes don't have that mentality. Those on that's when your team sucks. You know what I'm saying? When the main dudes ain't doing the right shit. But when you're the last dude is like, man, I was just locked in because I knew my moment was gonna come. Yeah, we in the 15th inning, but at some point, somebody gonna get a chance. You know what I'm saying? He said it was just my time. He said it was just my moment. You know what I'm saying? I was like, ooh, I love hearing that. And he was saying it in like Spanglish. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So it's like you feel like you shouldn't even understand it, but you understood it so good. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, this nigga smart as hell in another language. Like he
Right.
don't even really know English that good, but he making me feel him like nigga. We was in the dugout like this game could go 25 innings. and eventually one of us is gonna get a shot and we gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, ooh, okay, Seattle. You know what I mean? That's why y'all advancing. Y'all ain't gonna beat us. You know what I'm saying? But y'all advancing.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the American League Championship Series is a lot like the other division series was in the National League, where it was
Cubs and Brewers.
Cubs had a better lineup,
Mm,
and it's like they could theoretically match us bat for bat or even out hit us, but
right.
we would have home field advantage
And the better starting pitching.
versus Milwaukee, where all right, we still gonna have the better pitching,
Way
which
better.
right. And it
I
was
feel like, well, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it wasn't until late in that series that I even started to look at Milwaukee. And actually, it was the second game. I think I told you the second game of their series against Chicago. They had a bullpen game,
Mm.
and this is after they had a week off. And I'm like, if y'all going bullpen game after a week off, y'all pitching must be destroyed. At least starting pitching. And that's when I was like, all right, we need to see Milwaukee. What was you gonna say about them?
Nah, everything you just said, because you the one that put me up on that. It might have been at the game we was at when you was like, nah, Milwaukee is doing bullpen games. And I was like, what? Hell no, in game two. And then when I caught wind on that, because they did the same thing in this series. And that's why I told Gino, I was like, nah, Milwaukee been doing bullpen games. I was like, they can't beat us with bullpen games. Like, and that's why I was saying, even though Chicago wouldn't have as good as pitching, at least we would have been facing starters. They would have thrown starters out there and tried to have them starters get them to their bullpen. They would have played a more conventional game. Like Milwaukee started the series with a bullpen game. And then they had their starter yesterday, the Jerry Curl dude, who we was getting to.
Peralta.
Right. And I think they coming back to a bullpen game
Yeah, because they used their second best starter.
in that game.
They used their second best starter. I want to say in game one. Like they started
Right.
Ashby, and then they brought in a
Priester.
new Priester, Quinn Priester.
Yeah. Yeah.
Their
Nah,
second
that's what
starter.
right. Now that's what I'm saying. You can't do that against us. We can't be seeing your dudes so much. And that's what happened yesterday. You know what I'm saying? We had already seen everybody y'all gonna bring in other than Peralta. Y'all needed Peralta to go 8. Because once you started bringing these other dudes, you know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. You have to have starters against us. Even if they're not as good as our starters, bullpen, you can't run 5, 6 dudes out there against us. We're gonna get to one of them. And yesterday we got to everybody. And that's what I kept saying. I love how relentless we are tonight. You know what I'm saying? We didn't finish nobody off, but everyone we was chinking them. Like everybody that come, none of these dudes gonna leave here feeling like they got us, except that one lefty. Like one lefty came in and struck out like Shohei and Freddie.
That was Ashby.
Nah, not him.
Ashby?
Like Sasser or
Oh,
Sass,
okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
like a dude that hardly don't even get in.
A
You know what I'm
real
saying?
young dude, right.
Right, right, right. He was the only one because I think like we got some off speed. I think he got us the first game. He got out without giving up nothing, but I think we chinked him yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nah. When I realized when you said it, but when I was like, oh, Milwaukee going bullpen games against us? Hell no.
And they
And then,
bats ain't like that. Like they've never at no point was it like they gonna be able to go bat for bat with us. Like they
right,
best path is
out pitches.
our bats go silent, right.
And you're not going to outpitch us with bullpen games. And see, again, that's what Philly had starters to throw out there and a bullpen to back them up. You know what I'm saying? Like Philly was the team that was built enough to beat us. That's why when we got past them, no one else has that kind of firepower, pitching or batting. You know what I'm saying? And then our starting pitching just went to the next level. Like the The 22 Yankees ain't gonna beat us with this. You know what I'm saying?
And
The
everybody gonna put it on Snell and Yamamoto, but the game we went to
Glass now.
went what 7?
7 at least, and we wanted him to go more. When he took Glass now out, we was like, what? And Sheehan came in and gave up a run.
Right, he might have Glasnow might have only went 6, but we was mad
I
whenever they
think he.
took him. But he was cramping, like we didn't know that at the game.
Mm,
But
mm.
afterwards, they was like, "All right, he
He
was
said
cramping."
that
Yeah, that's
he
that's why.
always bitching about something.
Yeah, I don't. Doc said it,
Okay,
and
because
then
he took himself out of a game because of some shit like that.
um,
He went
and then
7, didn't he?
I'm looking it up now. Nah, he went 6.
Oh, he did. But he started it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
6
saying?
innings, 2 hits against the Phillies.
Right. He started it, and then them niggas took it to the next level. But now it's back around to him. He
Right.
pitched tomorrow. He could finish the job. Back at home.
3 o'clock game,
Uh,
same as it
right.
was last Thursday.
We need one more from you, Tyler. You know what I'm saying? And man, I think he got it in him too. And he ain't got to do what Yamamoto and Snell did.
Right.
He can give us that game he gave us last week. That's fine.
Yeah, he went 83 pitches last week.
I
Now,
think he would get 100 this tomorrow.
that game last week, shit, that might no hit the Brewers. Like,
That he did.
if he pitches that game tomorrow, I mean, the Phillies didn't score, and the Phillies got bats, and
Right.
the
Real
Phillies,
bats
they had just hit us. Like Schwarber had went deep the night before twice.
out the stadium.
So they came in feeling good.
Nah.
These dudes gonna come in. They don't know what it's like to hit the ball right now. Like they didn't even get to second
Right.
yesterday. They gonna be like, nigga, what? Is there anything past first base? Like we don't know.
Our only path is back to the dugout. That's the only direction we know is
The end of
take
the
hang a
world.
right.
They living in a
Nah.
flat world. They like, yeah, if you go past first base, you're gonna fall off the earth, man. Don't do it.
Right. That's so true, dude. Because in Snell's game, the only dude he let on base, he picked off.
Come here, man. Go sit.
Yeah.
You know you ain't supposed to be here.
Yeah, right. Get your ass back in here. You ain't free. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, nah, that's crazy. I didn't even really think about that. They had one inning off of us.
One pitch.
Well, the bullpen gave up one in Snell's game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? One where it was like, damn, nigga, where Roki walked the bases loaded.
And that was off of a sac fly. It wasn't even like a hit.
Right.
It was a
Nah,
productive out.
right. Their inning is 3 walks, a bloop single, and a sac fly. That's their big inning this series.
And an almost hit by pitch.
Right. That would have been their big moment. And then one dude hitting ambush in the first pitch.
Mm-hmm.
That's all y'all have had. You know what I'm saying? Nah, if Tyler can give us one more solid game, because I mean, if they have 3-0, if we have 3-0, like I don't know if anyone, I think only the Red Sox, right? Yeah, it's a wrap. But nah, it's crazy how it just came together like that, man. Like out of the Brokey just fell out of the sky in the last week of the season. Like things was falling apart. Like, I mean, the bullpen was at an epic low. You know what I'm saying? Like we just knew they was coming in to blow the game. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had no feeling like that about a bullpen. And then this dude just comes, you know what I'm saying? Man, that's crazy.
Along with, because like you said, like last Thursday we at the stadium, and it's a trip because we gonna pivot at some point to the previous Thursday, which was
Mm,
Rams Niners.
mm,
Like Rams Phillies, I mean Dodgers Phillies was so like diametrically opposite. Because first
mm.
of all, as annoying as the Philly fan base is, and shout out Shake because I think it was. I mean, Philly had just this, and even that day, last Thursday, like the Eagles lost. They got blew by
Mm,
the Giants last Thursday, and
mm.
we sent the Phillies home, and the Flyers lost. And I saw Shake put something on Facebook like, yeah, check on your Philly fans right now, or something to that effect. And I replied, like, yeah, it couldn't have happened to a nicer group of people.
I think I saw that.
And I low key,
Nah, and then
uh,
Penn State lost twice to Ohio State and then UCLA, then end up firing their coach.
right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? You
And
could throw
so
it
it's just a trip because there's, I say all that because Philly fans they
obnoxious.
they are like, Niner and Cowboy fans take the cake, but Philly fans is in the conversation. And so we at this Dodger game, and it's very few Philly fans. As much as because I just watched a pregame show literally today from last Thursday, because I taped it because I'm like, who knows? We might be walking by a camera or something and hop on there. And they was on there clowning like Pedro and Jimmy Rollins and all them. Everybody on that studio played for us. The other dude is J Roll, is uh
Pedro.
and then it's a dude played outfield for us. Where do we get him from? His name, shit, it'll come to mind. But anyway, they all played for us, but they was showing the stadium at like 2:30, 2:45, and they was like, where are all the fans? Like, this is an NLCS game. And, Pedro sitting there talking shit, J Rose sitting there talking shit. Like, they all sitting there talking shit about LA fans. Like, where these
Was
dudes.
them because I heard that story about that because they said they showed that one area in right field that stayed empty. Because remember, I was pointing that out, like it
Yeah,
ain't nobody up there. It was
right,
like they kept showing that area and talking about how it ain't nobody there. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny that you said everybody on there played for us because I look at all of them as non-Dodgers. And when you said that, I was like, damn, that's right, they did. But that's why I hate the national broadcast. Them and the other one got A-Rod, Jeter, and Poppy. And they be hating on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why when you were saying Pedro, I was like, fuck Pedro. But I forgot. We started him. And
right,
then J. Roll, he a Philly.
right,
He did play for us, but he a Philly. That's why he was talking shit. He still think he a Philly. You know what I'm saying? That's
right,
why when you said they played for us, I was like, oh, that's right. They did play for us, but they not Dodgers. You know what I'm saying? Pedro would consider himself a Red Sox.
Nah, I was sitting there thinking that about all of them. Like none of them would go in
Or
the Hall of Fame as Dodgers.
right. Because that's what I keep saying. How come they can't have no Dodgers on none of these groups?
Curtis Granderson's the other one.
Ah, and he played for us, but at the end of his shit, when he was trash.
Right. And so all that to say, it was
Mm.
they was questioning. I don't know how anybody can question Dodger fans. Like Dodger
Dude,
fans, that might be as shit. We are as much as we hate Philly and Cowboy and Niner fans, like we are that to the rest of the league.
in
That,
baseball,
yeah,
it's funny because they had a ranking of I, I don't remember how they phrased it, but like the noisiest place or the toughest place to play of all the teams that's left, and we came in last. Toronto was first,
uh,
Seattle was second, Milwaukee was third. I'm like, you see how quiet we had Milwaukee? They had us last, my nigga. I was so offended. I was like, y'all crazy. Y'all don't even know. Like, other fans can't come in there rooting for their team in Dodger Stadium. You know what I'm saying? You will get Brian Stowed. Like, we've literally put another fan. I mean, I'm not condoning that, but I'm just telling you what happens. We've literally put another fan in a coma for talking shit. Like, in
Or
the
not.
stadium, right,
Just for being there.
right, in the stadium and in the parking lot.
Right.
Like, they will get at you on the way to your car. You know what I'm saying? It's not just in the stadium. So for people to think the Dodger fans are I don't know. I think that's a difficult place to play, yo. Like, as an opponent, and then it ain't that many 50,000 seat stadiums left.
Right.
Who gets it packed as us? You know what I'm saying? And in our stadium, nigga, it ain't no rooting for the other. Man, come on. When I heard that, I was like, come on, man. Toronto, like, they not even a real fan base. Like, that's a melting pot city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't half the people ain't even really from Toronto. Like, they from some other places. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dodger Stadium is in East LA, damn near downtown. You know what I'm saying? And then the fans are from that area. Like, come on, man. Like, that made me hot.
I mean, if they gonna say the dome factors in,
Right? And they kept mentioning that because two of the stadiums, they were like, when the dome is closed, this is one of the loudest places. I think we might be the only one without a dome of the teams left. Every one of the, because they gave a reasoning why this place is tough to play at. And every one of them they mentioned when the dome is closed, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, miss me with that.
but it wasn't no Philly fans at the game. I mean, there was one sitting next to us, and he was quiet as a church mouse the
Right.
whole game.
Right. And they left the moment it was over.
Even when they took the lead, he still was like, I'm not saying nothing.
I'm cheering internally. Internally, I'm ecstatic. But around these fools, I'm quiet.
Right. And then with all that, you know, Dave Roberts starts to do some dumb shit. Like whether it was taking out Glass now, we wasn't down with that. Sheehan gave up a run, gave up the run,
In
but
one inning.
I was like, keep him in the game, let him go. Because at that point, we had no fathoming that Sasaki could come in and do 3 innings.
Right.
It was like, nah, in my
We
mind,
need 4 innings between these two dudes.
I'm like, let Sheehan come in and get the 7th and the 8th. And hopefully we have a run across by that point, and then, Sasaki can come in and do the 9th. But, what I'm saying is that Roberts, and we was arguing with it at the game that night. Like, dude, when are you just gonna go by your gut? Like,
At some point, fuck analytics.
Right. And we felt like he did it with Sasaki. Like,
right.
I'm sure.
Analytics. You said analytics would say Trinan coming in right now. At some point.
And then I feel like he's been doing that ever since. Like he earns his stripes a little bit with that Sasaki performance, and who closed? Vesia closed it out last Thursday. Like he was the one that got us. Sasaki did the 8th, 9th, and 10th, and then Vesia came in and pitched the 11th.
Okay.
To keep us tied, and then we scored in the bottom of the 11th.
I don't remember, but who closed it? It probably was Vesia, but everything you were saying, I was just thinking like, damn, that was the beginning of Dave evolving away from the analytics. Like that game, I feel like was the first step in him letting Yamamoto go 9 yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that game was the beginning. Like he let Roki go 3. You know what I'm saying? Kind of out of necessity, but he did it, which was like the first time he had ever kind of, been like, fuck analytics to us. You know what I'm saying? And then Snell, I think he let Snell go 8, which is beyond what we had ever seen. You know what I'm saying? And Pink, like, toyed with him going 9, but pulled him. And then Sasaki was like, Yamamoto was like the full. It just all came together that night. Like, all right, nigga, pitchers, y'all, 8 is minimum now. You know what I'm saying?
He evolving into Tommy Lasorda.
Right, right in front of our eyes in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? We going back to '88. They said Oral had 3 complete games that postseason in '88. Who in the World Series? Because that complete game Yamamoto had was our first since '01 or '04. It was Lima.
Lima time.
Yeah, who's dead now.
Mm.
Right. I was like, wow, Lima's dead. R.I.P. You know what I'm saying?
And that was the only game we won that series.
Right. And I was just gonna say, and then that was our only postseason win since '88. We hadn't won a postseason game since '88 when Lima time pitched that one complete game.
In
You know what I'm saying?
2004.
Right.
And Lima time had been trash.
Right.
Like,
nah, I mean,
was
man.
a joke. Like
Right.
we Lima time as a joke of we are about to get dug
out. It would have been like Tanner time. Lima time would have been something like Tanner time. You know what I'm saying?
And Lima time was like, hold on, watch this.
Right. Nah, but like that was a dude called in on that Saxon Kate show this morning and was speaking on that. You know what I'm saying? Like how this is the golden era of the Dodgers. And the Dodgers are like over 100 years old. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I just hope people realize it hasn't always been like this, and it's not gonna always be like this. Because he brought up the Lima time game on how trash we was basically at back then. You know what I'm saying? He said we won that game, and we hadn't won a playoff game before that since '88. You know what I'm saying? When he said that, I was like, God damn. And then he mentioned something like on to 2018. Like something from '04 to 2018, we didn't win much. Right. You know what I'm saying? In the offs. So then he took it like from '88 to 2018. You know what I'm saying? We had, you know what I mean? Damn near nothing. And since the new regime came in, it's been every year. You know what I'm saying? We won a couple, we go damn near every year. He was like, I just want people to realize how it ain't always been like this, and it ain't always gonna be like this. You know what I'm saying? He like, I've been around long enough to see where it hasn't been like this. You know what I'm saying? He said that Lima time win, that was our first win since '88. I was like, wow. Because I was a fan through all of that. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I never put it in that perspective that he did. I was like, man, he's absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? We need to savor the shit out of this.
Nah, which I mean is why what they did last year, like, and it's a trip because we were critical of the Dodgers all year long. And it wasn't even so much on the field. It was we thought they doing stuff wrong off the field and it's creating a bad aura and all this other stuff. Right. And now we here, and it's like, all right, we playing the epitome because while we were bemoaning what the Dodgers was doing, the Brewers was winning like 30 games straight. And it was like, all right, these dudes have the magic. Factor.
Mm-hmm.
They 88 Dodger-ish. Like, right. They going to match up against a team that's better than them.
Mm-hmm.
And they going to find a way just because they off that magic. And yet here we are. And even doing all that, I just kept saying, like, dude, the Dodgers have so much grace from me right now. Like, there's almost nothing they can do that's gonna really, I mean, outside of that off the field shit, but like, if we come out and lose to Cincinnati in the first round, it's
Right.
like, dude, all right. I
We
mean,
won it last year.
we beat the Yankees.
Nah,
We ripped the Yankees hard out last year.
nah. Man, I'm sitting here just nodding my head because I remember all you saying, everything you said. I remember you saying because I was on the opposite side of all of what you said. I was like, nah, nah. I was like, we paid all that money this all season. We gotta do something now. But nah, I remember you speaking on Milwaukee, like, man, or I was speaking on Milwaukee, like they got that magic and we don't have it, you know what I'm saying? And none of it is mattering.
Right. Right. Which is just again to what dude was saying that it don't always happen like this. Like
Mm,
enjoy this.
mm,
Like don't take this
mm,
for granted.
mm.
Don't think this is the way it's always gonna be. Like shit. We were looking Atlanta Braves ish.
Right.
Our run was looking like Atlanta's run
Nah, you
until we
right.
until we started to do what we did.
Right. Nah, you right. He's like, this was looking, we had one,
Right. In the bubble.
right, that folks was questioning. Nah, I love it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, we got to physically be a part of it.
Right.
I feel like that's the part that took it also to like another level. You know what I'm saying? It's like we actually, I mean, we've never been to a closeout game.
Nope. Hadn't, and especially against a hated team.
And then a classic closeout game. Like one that's gonna be easily remembered for years. Like remember the one where the dude threw it over the catcher's head? Like it's not even going, you know what I'm saying? Some of these games, it takes a lot to jog your memory of exactly what happened. But this is gonna be like the Buckner game or the
Mm.
Bartman game. You know what I'm saying?
Agree, but
Huh?
those fan bases were so tortured at the time that those things happened.
Right. It just
Philly,
added to it.
yeah, Philly ain't tortured. Like they was in the World Series 3 years ago. They won
They
it
just won the Super Bowl.
15 right. They won the World Series 15 years ago. Like the Cubs and the Sox was dealing with damn near 100 years worth of
It was a curse to them. To them, they should have written to curse level.
right.
We fighting off curses. Philly don't feel cursed.
Not at all.
They just getting their heart broken right now. And that's cool. That's part of being a sports fan.
It's what they did to us last year.
Right. Ooh. And that's an awesome segue. You know what I'm saying? Because we got some of that feeling the Thursday before that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's funny because when that Thursday was happening with the Dodgers, I was like, have we ever been through a game as intense as this? I literally asked you that while it was happening. And you was like, last week. And I was like, huh? I was like, wait, but that we went extra innings. Like that game went overtime. And I was like, ah. And then that's when it's funny because that's when you brought up how the environment was so different. Even though we was at home for both games, at the Dodger game, we were surrounded. It's like we were surrounded by family. You know what I'm saying? And then at that Ram game, even being at home, it's like we had invaders in our house. You know what I'm saying? It's like we was sitting in our house around enemies. This was just like an awful feeling, dude. Like, oh man, that was the opposite of the next week. Like, I hate losing to the 49ers, dude. Like, I don't even and I don't even think like saying that is expressive enough. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like there needs to be another level of word than hate for the feeling I have when we lose to them. And I mean, it's always been like that since the 80s when they had them Jerry Rice squads and they always would make us a wild card. Like going into the season, you knew our max was wild card. Because these niggas was going, you know what I'm saying? And I hated losing to them then, but I feel like that Monday night that we went to that game in Levi,
Mm.
that like that was the game that took it to the next. Like, I mean, that's when it became legitimate hatred. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I legitimately, physically hate these dudes. And then ever since then, when they come to SoFi, it's like, dude. But yeah, they were straight disrespectful that night, dude. Like, not even on a football level. You know what I'm saying? Just like on a human level. Like, I mean, if it wasn't 50,000 against two, we would have really scrapped.
Right.
Like it got to that level. They got personal with it. I mean, I don't know. Ever since that moment, man, that's what made that loss to them so bitter. Like ever since that moment, I feel like the least the Rams can do for us is beat them. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't get that shit talking back. Like our fans ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, we just gonna be calling they fans niggas to their face and shit. Like our fans don't have that in them yet. But the least our team can do is win the damn game, man. And then the way we lost it, Tyron, like repeating what he did in the playoffs. Oh, that's
Right.
making me sick all over, dude. After all that Dodger joy, you know what I'm saying? That's just Reese ripping the scab off that damn Ram moment.
Right. Even though they've won a game since that,
Nah, because yeah,
and the Niners have lost and have,
falling apart. They lost
yeah,
Warner. That
yeah,
was huge. Like
yeah,
he's their heart and soul. You know what I'm saying? Like of all the people that they've lost, Purdy, Hafanga, I mean, you know, dudes that's still on the team and dudes that's injured, he's the one dude, you know what I'm saying, that I feel like it would be like if we lost 99. He not that level player, but just what he represents. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, nah. They have fallen apart and we have taken a step forward, but the thing is, like Tyron showed something that worries me. It showed again, you know what I'm saying? And it may not pop up again to the playoffs. Like we gonna go on our run. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do. We gonna win. We gonna have a streak. We gonna get it together where you know what I'm saying? I mean, we still already 4-2. It ain't like we won and you know what I'm saying? Like how we was last year. We still 4-2. So it ain't even
or
like
the
we in a
year
bad,
before.
huh?
I said, or the year before.
Right. We ain't digging out of a hole. So I'm not even worried about that. But I'm worried that that fatal flaw reared its head again.
You can't trust him.
Right.
Like that's always gonna be in the back of your mind, which
Right.
it wasn't in the back of my mind
At that moment.
last Thursday. Like
Right.
the idea of fumbling, because we'll speak it. Like we'll be like, all right, can't take a sack here,
Right.
can't turn it over. Like we got 3 points. Like whatever it is, which is all we needed. All we needed was three. But we
Right.
look
We
at
never said don't fumble, Kyron. You know what I'm saying? We never said that. And now you're gonna be thinking that or even say it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like again, my fear is it's not gonna happen in recently, like soon. You know what I'm saying? He gonna not fumble for a few weeks, you know, a couple months, probably the rest of the season. And then in that next big moment, you know what I'm saying? I mean, cause dude, he fumbled on the one.
going in. I can't remember. It was a play. I don't know. I don't know what game it was, but I ended up calling Lennon in. sheesh, was it the who played Sunday morning? That was Denver and the Jets. It wasn't that game. I don't know what game it was, but they was trying to let a running back score.
Was it the Cowboys?
Might have been. Yeah. Dowdell, right.
Okay, Carol. Okay, yeah, yeah.
They was trying to
Nah,
let him score, but they was like, we're not gonna tackle you, but we are gonna be punching at the ball.
mm,
Like we are not trying to tackle you. Like we
right.
either you scored a touchdown
Or
or
we
we
knocking it out.
ball out.
Right.
And then he just ended up going down. And after he went to the sideline or whatever, you could just tell he was mad. Like, dude, I should have scored another one on these fools. Like, why are we kneeling on them? But anyway,
Because they
that
kicked the game-winning field goal, right?
right and killed the clock to the point where the Cowboys didn't have no chance.
Right.
But that's what they was doing to Kyron. Like the Niners were in that position. They were like,
Mm.
the only way, because these dudes are probably gonna score a touchdown. Like they got a real good shot at scoring a touchdown. And then if we let them bleed the clock and then they go on and score and they leave us 15 seconds, we done. They
But if
was
we
late
let
and score. Or we punching the
punching it
ball.
out,
One of
and the
those,
or came through. And I mean, the dude punched him in the head first. You know what I'm saying?
which
It
is a
really, right. I'm about to say, it really should have been a penalty because, like you said, that's like the head slap.
right.
If that's legal, then you should just run around punching niggas in the head. You know what I'm saying?
Cause his
So,
head whipped, like
right,
like it was boom, like
right.
he wearing a helmet, but your brain ain't supposed to. You
Feel
get
that
whipped,
kind of snap.
right,
Right. And the
and I
punch
felt
was
like
still powerful enough to punch the ball out.
through that, right,
Right. You know what I'm saying?
right,
After that hit to the head, it still landed on the ball that made him drop it. So that just lets you
because he
know
was
what the
out for a half second,
right.
like
I'm about to say. So that lets you know what the force of the blow to his head was before it punched out the ball. You know what I'm saying? So again, there was reasoning behind his fumble, but the bottom line is he still fumbled.
he should have had two hands on the ball.
Mm, nah. And it's crazy because like you know what you said was like a technique that he can do to prevent fumbling, but like I think with fumbling at some point becomes mental. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something in your head that you got to get out too. You know what I'm saying? It's not just your technique. You know what I mean? Because at some points we see him running where he running not to fumble. You know what I'm saying? You see he runs sometimes protecting the ball. And I was trying to think, man. I was like, because we used to have Wendell Tyler, who was a fumbler. You know what I'm saying? It's like once you I want to say we had another dude.
Cleveland Gary, I mean Eric Dickerson
Mm,
will fumble a little bit, but
right,
it was
right,
the upside of him hitting homers is
right.
like Jorge,
Outweighed that.
right?
And that was the other part I was saying about Tyron. I don't ever remember us recovering none of his fumbles.
Mm,
Like his fumbles always go to the other team and they always in crucial moments. Like it ain't never no, you know what I'm saying? Like that fumble Blake had. It was bad, but it wasn't a killer. You know what I'm saying? Like Tyron's fumbles are always killers. So then that made me think like once you get that reputation, I don't ever remember a nigga like overcoming that. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, Tyron, you got to get rid of that, man. And then I thought of Tiki Barber.
mm.
And I was like, we need to get Kyron on the phone with Tiki, man. Like that's the only way that I'm gonna be convinced that this shit ain't gonna happen again. Is if he get counseled by Tiki, because I feel like Tiki can get the mental part out of that nigga. Right
Right,
now, that's the physical part.
right.
You know what I'm saying? He do need to do something. His
But that's how
technique,
he used to do it, right?
right? No, I'm saying his technique definitely needs to change. But I feel like it's something that's mental too that Tiki could talk to that nigga about. You know what I'm saying? Because Tiki became a Super Bowl champion through that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo,
Tiki was doing that while he was running away from niggas, though. Like he
right.
doing that in the hole on a 5-yard run. He was doing that down the sideline, trying to hit it from 60.
Uh-huh. And which Kyron don't do. But I feel like I would love for Tiki to talk to Kyron. You know what I'm saying? On how you overcome the reputation of being a fumbler. Because Tiki is the one back I can remember that was able to get that out of his system. You know what I'm saying? And move on to bigger and better things. Because I feel like to go where we need to go, man, Kyron ain't gonna be able to do that.
Yeah. And we sat Blake that game. Like, no, like Blake had to fumble earlier. He dropped a pass, which
Mm-hmm.
Kyron did as well. But
Mm-hmm.
after Blake dropped that pass at some point in the third quarter,
He
he didn't
never
get back
came
in.
right. He never came back. But see, he's the backup.
And he run with more pop than Kyron.
Nah, he does. I mean, that's how backups are. That's like the backup QB. You know what I'm saying? You always want that dude in the game over the starter too. He get in the game, but then he also has a shorter leash.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Blake can't get away with that yet. Kyron has, Kyron's bought enough, good grace where as the starter, you gonna get a fuck up and get your shit back. You know what I'm saying? But he's spending that money. You know what I'm saying? Kyron is spending that capital. He giving it back. Like at some point, it's gonna be like, you know what I mean? All right, Kyron, sit down. I honestly don't think like it's gonna happen in the regular season. My fear is it's gonna happen in another crucial moment. You know what I mean? Where it's like we get no get back. Kyron gives us no get back on his fumbles. Like his fumbles in games.
Nah, we had a chance for get back.
Oh, in the Philly game,
No. Well, nah, I'm talking in the Niner game.
did we? I guess we did in
We
OT.
tried it, and then he got stopped on 4th and 1.
Uh,
Uh,
again.
right,
That was not a good night for Kyron. But I mean, his touchdown would have been basically a walk off.
right. And he said last year, we're Big Brother now, talking
Mm.
about Frisco. We the big dogs. And I felt that. And, if we had been able to snatch their hearts, because low key, that's how they used to do it. As good as they was in the 80s, it was never just a situation where they was punking us twice a year. Like they would, like a lot of years, they would beat us down here. We would go up there and beat them. And maybe they didn't need it as much, or the game wouldn't be as pretty. Like we'd make it an ugly game and win 14-12 or something.
All right.
But there would be times where we would go up there and play good games. Or even down here, we'd play good games and they would just snatch it from us at the end. Like Montana would go on one of them 2-minute drills.
Ray Worthing would kick a game winning field goal.
Right. And so it's like, all right, we had the chance to do y'all like that. Like, snatch this defeat from y'all. Y'all was just on the verge of being able to taste it. And now we snatched the biscuit out your mouth. But we had been playing in this series like, because I think I told you, like, I saw something before that game that talked about how Frisco is trying to emulate us.
Mm.
Like, they trying to do, and I can't remember, I mean, with their draft picks and, not paying certain dues or whatever. I don't even know what we do no more in terms of like, is it, can you copy it? Like,
Mm.
we making good picks in the draft. Like,
Well, I think it's to spend the money on O and save it on the D.
mm,
I think that's the formula where you all your high price players are on O and you stack your D with picks that you got to hit on picks on D. You know what I'm saying?
okay. Well, whatever we doing, they like Frisco is trying to copy it. And I'm like, well, we've been trying to copy Frisco for the
Since the
last three,
80s.
4 years. I mean, at some point, McVay was like, all right, Shanahan got my number. Like, we should be head to head, toe to toe, offensive genius against offensive genius, but they play more physical. they dominate us. Like, and at some point, it was like, all right, we gonna make this change, and we gonna
Mm.
start getting
Getting
big.
big guards.
Right, right. We gonna get a
Mm-hmm.
Debo. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Puka, you come,
Cooper.
you come do what Debo was doing.
We gonna
We
get
gonna
some physical linebackers.
right, right,
Verse and BY.
right. We gonna get some attitude. Right, like
Right.
we gonna bring in a dude that's trying to bull rush Trent Williams.
Right. Now that's specifically why we took Verse.
Uh,
Was because he was a shit talker. McVay said we needed somebody like that on the D. You know what I'm saying? Because 99 was never really like that. He talked with his play.
right. Um. So now, for him to say that we big brother now, and big
Give
brother
up.
don't big brother don't get done like that, Kyron. Like you can't talk that shit. I love that you talked it.
Right. But you
Love,
got to finish it.
right? Like you gotta know, like anybody but these dudes.
Right. Nah. And that way.
Right. Because you know they didn't clown us as much. That game came on Yahoo that night. I don't know. I think that's Kurt Herbstreit and Al Michaels.
Oh, okay. Right, right.
Maybe not.
With Brent Musburger?
No, it ain't Brent Musburger. It's definitely Al Michaels, and I want to say it's Kirk Herbstreit because he don't do Monday night, do he? I don't know, but whoever it was wasn't clowning the crowd situation. Like they
Mm,
might have mentioned a little bit, and Al Michaels is from LA. Like he grew up a Rams fan, so
mm.
he definitely wasn't going to
Hype it up.
go too far down that road. But I mean, as ugly a night as it was, and that's the thing, like even as you was talking about the game, I'm like, I wanted to start with first of all, it was a day off. Schools was closed that day, that Thursday, whatever that was, October
Right.
3rd, I want to say.
Right.
Over,
Yom Kippur.
yeah. And so we got to, go to the stadium early and we tailgated for the first time and probably we tailgated last year in the playoffs, but that was kind of just circumstantial.
Mandatory. Right. We had no choice. The stadium ain't open yet. We here.
Right. And we can't go nowhere else.
Right. We were dropped here. You know what I'm saying?
But first time tailgating, violent. We hadn't tailgated and shit.
A couple years since COVID.
Nah, we had tailgated once or twice at SoFi.
Right.
SoFi,
No. Oh,
SoFi was after COVID. We had tailgated once or twice.
with Janice.
Right. That was the first year. That's the year we won it.
Mm.
And then that same year, I remember after we beat the Niners in the NFC Championship game, we went
Oh, we
out.
went after the game. Right. Okay. Right. Right.
So anyway,
Now
we we
well,
tailgate we
I forgot about that part. We hit Cosm.
right, right. Like we had just this full, complete pregame, and
Nah.
Niner fans they knew what was coming. Like they knew we ain't
They
bringing out
was subdued. They was giving us love. Like
right.
y'all probably gonna get this one.
They was bowing down, right. And then
I
as soon
forgot.
as we all got in the stadium, it was like, man, everything just turned. Fuck y'all, fuck
Right.
you.
Right. Now I
Uh,
forgot about the pre part. You absolutely right. We did do all that.
and it was beautiful.
It was. We was hyped going in. Like we felt it was no way that it could turn out the way it did. We was like, this is our one, y'all. Like they have nobody. They started Mac Jones, and we was rolling at that point. Not rolling, but you know what I'm saying? We felt good about how we was looking.
Right.
and we came out flat as a pancake.
And we had got that off each of the previous 2 years. Like that was part of the hype package for the game. They had JB Long talking about 2 years ago. We had this 5 day, 2 games in 5 day window where it kind of got us out of the hole. Like each of them situations, we was in a 1-4, 4-7. We was in some kind of we was below 500.
Right.
Because one of the games was the Minnesota game last year. I remember us going into that Minnesota game, the first one.
Right.
We thought it was
Nah.
like 5-1. We was like 2-4.
Right. It's like,
And
man, there's no way we can beat these dudes.
and
But you felt we could.
we got both of them, and that kind of turned us around. And the year before, I don't know. I don't know who we got on that Thursday night. It was either the Raiders or New Orleans. I feel like, but
Mm.
they talked about pregame how this is what we've handled this well
Well,
the previous couple of years. And if we handle this one well,
we'll
then
be well on our way.
right, then we come out of here in first place, head to head on our rival. Um, and so yeah, I mean, all that was going in. And so between the tailgating, between the history, between we was on a 3 game win streak against them clowns, we was the division champs, like it was all set up to be like, all right, man, like
Our coronation.
right. Like
Put the crown on us.
let's go on and send y'all a message real quick right now. This ain't y'all year.
Right.
And it still ain't.
Nah, I was just gonna say that. But and you know what? In the long run, and I said it a couple days after, but in the long run, I think it's not gonna be a bad thing for us. Like I feel like I wouldn't have wanted us to get crowned so early. You know what I'm saying? Like the teams that peak early in football's a marathon. I mean, we spoke on that. Like it's so many ebbs and flows to the season. Players are gonna change, teams are gonna grow, and I feel like that's McVay's shit. You know what I'm saying? Like his teams grow like that. By the end of the year, we're gonna be a completely different team than we are now. So I'm glad that we're gonna have a little growing pain. The only thing is I wish it wouldn't be Kyron fumbling. Like I wish that wouldn't have been part of us having to grow. You know what I'm saying? But we just got out the first quarter. Like by the third quarter of the season, man, I can almost guarantee we're gonna be rolling. You know what I'm saying? Like it's starting to be a couple, but teams ain't even really quit yet. In another 6 or 7 games, there's gonna be way more teams that have quit. You know what I'm saying? And that's when the season really I'm not gonna say it get easy, but it's like the good teams, the separation between the good teams and the bad teams is way wider. Like I feel like right now it's still a little closer between who's good and who's not. It's funny because a few weeks ago you wanted to do that thing about the record, like all the 2-2 teams, which way you think they're gonna go. And right now it's like the 3-3 teams, right? I think we 4-2.
Right.
So yeah, it's still, you know what I'm saying? Now it's getting closer to where, as 2-2 is still harder to make that call. 3-3, okay, you get a better view, you know what I'm saying? But like, by 4-4, it's like, okay, you can tell which teams are real and which teams are not. So, when it happened and we lost, I was pissed. But in the long run, I'm like, you know what? That wasn't the worst thing. Let us keep working. Give us something to keep grinding about. You know what I'm saying? And then, especially since they took such a step back, like the next time we see them, ain't no telling what they gonna look like.
Which is soon.
Oh, is it?
I mean, yeah, we got London this week, bye week, not
Saints.
them.
Oh, really? Oh, I love that.
On a Sunday afternoon. Because I want to say I've been to 3 Niner games up there. Because it was somebody in one of the Ram Facebook groups that was like, man, let's organize a takeover of Levi's. Like, It was like, why do we just keep sitting back trying to play defense against this unstoppable force? Like, let's go on offense. Like, let's go on Nate territory. Um, and like I said, I've been up there 3 times, and that game was different. Like that, the one that you and I went to, like that. I've gone on the 2 previous times I had gone have been on Sundays at 1, as opposed to Monday night,
Where you have all day to get sauced up.
and we was defending champs. We had beat them in a championship game. Like they had reason to be super heated about anything in blue and yellow, and
And
we,
they were.
you know,
And they were.
nah, man, I'm November 9th, 1:25 p.m.
Damn, that's less than a month away. For some reason, I thought our last game with them was going to be at the end of the season. But that's cool. Let us get them again soon. And then it's over.
Right.
We don't have to see y'all no more.
Nah. Um, that's
You considering going to that?
so
Mm.
are you, my dude. I ain't going without you.
He said, so are you.
If I'm in it, you in it.
Ah, is that right? Okay, I'm gonna have to start processing that because again, I didn't think we was gonna be playing them till the end of the season for some reason. And I definitely wasn't thinking about going.
Right. Nah. I mean, and who knows what they got somebody to who they got Tampa this week? No, they had Tampa. Oh, they got Atlanta this week on
Mm,
Monday night, but it's in Frisco.
right. And they were saying how Bijan don't ball outdoors.
Then they go at the Texans, who's finding their groove. That's a loss for the Nines.
You think?
Yeah,
Mm.
they're not getting that one. Like you barely get Texas, you barely get Houston at Houston anyway. But you ain't going it. Nah, you ain't. Houston's gonna smash them. Atlanta might get them
And then who's after that?
at the Giants
Mm. Trap game.
right before us.
Mm.
So
Wow.
they could be buried after these next 4.
Wow. Uh-oh. Puka Nakua to miss Sunday versus Jags.
All
I mean,
right.
we kind of knew that.
Yeah, and it's going into the bye week.
Right. That was what I was gonna say. So that'll give him 2 weeks off.
They don't want him flying on that long flight
Uh,
when your shit can swell up.
right.
It's
We didn't
already
even come back to LA.
right.
We stayed in Bmore because I guess that saves 5 hours on the flight. Instead of it being 18 hours, it's just 13. That's
Right.
still a long ass flight.
It is in Jacksonville. We ain't been to London in a minute
Since
because
like
I
84.
don't know when we first came back to LA, they was taking a game from us every year
Oh, that's right.
and making us go to London.
Uh, I forgot it was London. Because ED was on the radio today and he said they went, but it was in the preseason.
Against Denver, I want to say.
Mm.
Yeah, we went to London for sure the year after we lost to New England in the bowl. I think we
Mm. And played a regular season game.
went over there and played Cincinnati and won. Like we do good over there. Like it was at one point we was going every year and people was like, all right, the Rams got this London thing down. And I feel like
Mm.
since we moved into SoFi, we haven't they not
Had to
take
go.
they're not taking a home game from SoFi and putting it in
Right.
London. Like like even this one on Sunday, that's Jacksonville's home game.
Right, because I was about to say when you were saying that, I was like, then they took our spot as the London team.
Right. They did. And was happy to do it.
Right. They was talking about they might move to London.
Right. Nah, because the dude that bought that team was trying to buy the Rams. He would have bought the Rams if Kroenke didn't do what he did.
Mm.
Um, so nah, I mean, everybody was saying Jacksonville was the most likely team to go to St. Louis if somebody was gonna go to St. Louis.
Oh, really?
Right. So
They
nah,
really trying to get Jacksonville out of Duval, huh?
right. And this is a big game. Like who they just lose to?
Because they had just beat the Niners, right?
Right. Whoever they lost to, I took them. Oh, to Seattle.
Mm. Which is a good win.
Coop Cup caught a touchdown.
Seattle's higher, got better odds to win it than us.
Really?
Yeah, the whole thing. Seattle's in the top tier of squads to win the whole thing in Vegas. Right.
Yeah.
Up there with KC.
Where's my mortgage? I'm willing to put it all on the fact that Seattle definitely ain't going to the Super Bowl. I would put something that they not going to the playoffs.
Mm. Nah,
They might go to
Vegas.
the playoffs.
Vegas is feeling them.
Right. Fool me once. I mean, this is Minnesota all over again.
Right. Oh no. I'm loving the disrespect we getting. I'm like, yeah, keep us down there then. If y'all think Seattle better than us,
So they must be off there. They off this week. No, they're not. They got Houston come to them this week.
to Seattle.
Then they at Washington.
Mm.
They still got to see us twice. They got the Colts coming in. Minnesota coming in at Atlanta. Yeah, I mean, they probably going to find a way to get 10 wins. Shit, they had 10 wins last year.
And didn't get in.
Right. But they not gonna beat us. Like they defense. I'm everything I hear. Like you know how I feel about E. Jones, and they drafted a D tackle from Texas 2 drafts ago,
All
Murphy.
right. Mm-hmm.
They said he really coming into his own.
Mm. I
Um,
don't think they owe us enough. You know what I'm saying? Smith and Jigma stepping up, but Tuck, I mean, Charbonnet's cool. Let me not hate on they O. They got some cool pieces. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not scared of them. I don't know why I'm scared. I'm still more scared of Frisco, even though they beat up, like,
nah, that's mental. They was beat up
right,
when they was beat up 2 Thursdays ago.
right. That's exactly what it is. That's mental. And that's the same thing with Seattle. I don't care how good they are. I feel like we gonna beat them. They could have Steve Largent and Kurt Warner playing, the running back Kurt Warner.
Or the Legion of Doom. Like it didn't matter what iteration of them it was. We was winning games against them that we shouldn't have been winning.
Right.
And McVay has low key. I mean, he's on them and Arizona.
Only team he don't own is Frisco
They own
in our
him.
division,
Right.
which is always what allows us to win that division. If you can beat 3 to 4 teams, you good. And that's how I feel about this year. Well, shit. I guess this is probably a good jumping off point.
Yeah, it
Uh,
is.
oh damn, we almost at an hour and a half. But
Talk
yeah,
Dodgers and Rams.
right, right. And the Dodgers play tomorrow, and then the Rams on Sunday morning.
Bright and early.
I know, 6:30. So hopefully this time next week we'll have some good news to report back. You know what I'm saying? The Dodgers could be in the World Series by then. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
for
we
sure.
could.
By this time next Wednesday, the series is over, even if it goes seven.
Oh, is it? Because it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday here. Oh yeah, then it would be Monday, Tuesday in Philly, in Milwaukee. Okay, right. Now, well, we definitely gonna be there then by then. Hopefully, we will have gotten that London win. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna be in our headed on our way.
Right. Nah, this is a Mando.
Right. And then we get our body. Yeah, now it sets up nicely if we can get this one. We get Puka healthy.
And then New Orleans coming out to buy
Right.
when you won't
Right.
even really need Puka.
Right. If he need another week.
Right. You can come back for the nines.
Nah. Well, all right. Uh, let's wrap it here. Thank everybody again. Oh, subscribe, please. If you watching right now, if you watch to the end, just go ahead and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Uh, that's all I got. Yeah. And like,
Like
thumbs
it.
up it. Yeah, exactly. Thumbs up it and subscribe. That's what we really need. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
But yeah, man, this has been the Kareem Matthews podcast. I'm Kareem. That's my boy Rod. You got anything you want on the way out?
nah, man, good to be back on. Been a
All
minute.
righty. We'll holler at y'all next time.